Okay, here we have a grandfather clock, and this was not prepped appropriately. What we see here is the weights hanging in the clock with the pendulum as well. It was tied up with string and stuffed full of styrofoam. It may seem secure, but this is not appropriate and would result in, at the very least, damage to the clock during transport. In just a moment, I'll show you how to do this appropriately. Okay, so we're going to learn how to appropriately prep a grandfather clock for transport. Important things is to always wear gloves. Do not touch anything inside the clock with your bare hands. This will cause damage to the brass finish. Importantly, what you need to do, start with the weights. And these weights need to be labeled as the left, right, and center weight, and put back on in the same order and the same orientation that they came off. Now, I'm going to take the weight, and before packing it in the box, wrap it up with some paper, and mark it left. You do the same thing for the middle weight and the right weight. Alright, next, after removing the weights and boxing them, we need to remove the pendulum. To remove the pendulum, we want to make sure with a gloved hand that it's supported from the bottom, grasp near the top, lift, and free the pendulum. Carefully remove it. And I have set here some wrapping paper. I'm going to wrap the clock or the pendulum, tape that up. I'll make a custom box to transport this safely, and after that we'll show you how to appropriately wrap and crate the clock for transport. Alright, and for short distance transport, the last thing we're going to do is take these where the weights were hanging right here, put a little piece of paper between all of them, and kind of just bind them together where they can't swing freely. And just put a little piece of tape around them where they can't go anywhere. And that's really all that's needed for short distance transport. Alright, and after prepping everything else internally in the clock, last thing we did was wrap it completely around 360 degrees in moving pads, secure it with tape, and then secure that with the shrink wrap. Step by step, that's everything you need to know to prep your clock for short distance moving.